Hey, everybody. Hi, I am Elaine Pauley. I am the president of MagnaWave, and I am here for office hours. I am hoping that this is going to update. I'm going to be able to see your comments. I see everybody saying hello. Right now, it's just saying Facebook user as the comment. But let's see if I can get some more there. But anyways, tell me where you're at. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm here to hang out with you all for the next hour or so. Talk about anything MagnaWave, all things MagnaWave, MagnaCon. Any questions you may have. I have a few things that I can go over that's going on here in our office. Good morning. Oh, yep. Yay, Maureen, I see you. I'm seeing people. Hello, Anita from Tennessee. Hi, Hazel. Hi. Okay, I'm so glad I get to see you guys talking now. All right. Well, Maureen's in Chicago. I am so excited for MagnaCon. Someone said I'm looking forward to MagnaCon. Hello from Ottawa, Connecticut. Norma Hunter in Kansas. Yeah, for some reason, some of you all are coming up with a name, but some of you it just says Facebook user. So that's really weird. Hi, Leslie in Colorado. I don't know. Technology can be really weird sometimes. It's like one day it works and then one day it doesn't. You never know why. Okay, so I am here to talk about all things MagnaWave. This week is a busy week right now here. Well, just in Louisville, Kentucky in general, it is Derby week. 2 weeks before Derby, it's the Kentucky Derby Festival. So as many of you may know, the first Saturday in May is the running of the Kentucky Derby. So we are pretty excited about that. Besides that, there's a whole bunch of events going on, as well as Land Rover Kentucky 3-Day in Lexington. We have a whole crew going down there. We are in booth 319. So if you are going to be at Land Rover, come by the booth 319. Check us out. There will be a team of MagnaWavers there all weekend. I will be in and out as well. My dad will be as well. So it's super exciting. Hi, Michelle in West Texas. Hi, Laura Lee in Saskatchewan. Yes, Maureen, are you guys at LRK 3-Day? Yes, we are. We will be there. Booth 319. We'll be there all week. Somebody asked, are you going to do a Vyfy tour during MagnaCon so we can pay for cryo and flow tank treatments? Vyfy will be at MagnaCon. We will have a table set up with some of our smaller modalities. And then, yeah, there might be an opportunity for there to be a tour on possibly Saturday, but I don't think we'll have one during MagnaCon. Just getting everybody to Vyfy, it's all the way across town, and then getting everybody back will be kind of difficult, but there will be opportunity for people to go over there and check it out. Okay. Hi from Mascara. Hi from Virginia. Let's see. So is anybody going to Land Rover? If you're going to Land Rover, please comment and let me know that you're going to Land Rover. We do have a question about complex regional pain syndrome. Lori, not very familiar with that exact issue. I would maybe talk to her doctor, but just, I recommend all over treatments, like I said, full body sessions, but I would want to do a little bit more research on that before I give you a complete answer there. Hi in Virginia. Okay, so one of the things that I do want to do today, if you are going to interact, we are going to have, we're doing a giveaway right now for the LZR. So if you have purchased a MagnaCon ticket, or you are, and this is either a in-person MagnaCon ticket or a virtual MagnaCon ticket. If you have already purchased one, you're already entered to win. If you have not purchased one yet, you have until the end of this week to purchase one, or let's say till next Tuesday to purchase one for the next office hours. And then we're going to draw for the for a new LZR for someone who has purchased their tickets. And now let me explain something to you all. If you have not gotten your ticket and you are not coming, let's say you can't come to the in-person, but you want to do the virtual, or you want to just stay certified. So if you do the virtual MagnaCon, all of the videos are going to be available for you to watch, during the actual event. You can watch the speakers live. And then after the event, you will have access to everything edited and all pretty for you to watch again, in reference back to. So that's for anybody who buys an in-person ticket or an online ticket. Now, if you are you want to stay certified, you need to get your continuing education. which we do yearly. Okay. You need to go ahead and do it with the virtual MagnaCon, because not only do you get to be you get to be in the app that we use, interact with people who are at MagnaCon, interact with people live those, few days. You get to rewatch the replays of the videos. You get your continuing education and you get entered to win a machine. So if you are doing virtual MagnaCon, we are giving away one machine to someone who buys just their virtual MagnaCon tickets. So if you are up for certification, you can either pay $150 and watch the videos later and not be entered to win a machine or an LZR, or you could get your tickets to virtual MagnaCon now and watch the videos live at MagnaCon, rewatch them anytime you want afterwards, and then still get your continuing education as well as be entered to win a machine and a LZR, because that's what I said I was going to give away right now. So if you have not bought your tickets to virtual MagnaCon or in-person MagnaCon, you need to do that before next Tuesday so that we can go ahead and have you entered to win. I'll draw it next week on office hours. So we'll give away an LZR then. Hi, Tanya in Sturgis. Hi, Missy in Ohio. Can't wait to listen into MagnaCon. Christina, it's going to be awesome. This year we have, I don't know if you guys have seen the itinerary, but if you haven't, go to magnacon.com/itinerary or just magnacon.com and pick up our itinerary. The itinerary is there. We have a whole host of doctors, veterinarians, medical professionals, just practitioners who have incredible stories. Like, this is going to be amazing. Brain Tap is going to be there. LZR is going to be there. Vyfy, obviously my wellness club, we're going to be there. There's just so much cool stuff that's coming out that we are doing this year at MagnaCon. It's unbelievable. Anita says she just bought our virtual tickets. Good job, Anita. Hi, Terry. Hello from Iowa. Maureen says itinerary is awesome again. Yes, Maureen, we're going to Churchill again, which I am super excited about. But we're going to also be having the Friday night. Now, this is optional. And again, I'm going to preface this. We used to have a big party on Friday night, but where we did all of our giveaways, but we got a lot of feedback from people who had to leave and they were exhausted or they had stuff to go, so they weren't able to partake in, the giveaways. So what we're doing is Wednesday night of MagnaCon, we have a concert, okay? JD Shelburne, who is a country artist, he's amazing. He is going to be performing, okay? And we're going to have cocktails and some, light hors d'oeuvres as well. We'll have the MagnaWave Express set up so you can go out and see the RV that my dad travels around in. You'll be able to try treatments. So we'll have it'll be really, really fun that first Wednesday. So that first Wednesday, we're going to have check-in from 12 to 5. And then we are going to have that ability that JD Shelburne concert. So that's a time for all of us to kind of get to know each other, more laid back. We'll have a couple classes that first Wednesday. So if you're used to in the past, wherever you came in, like maybe later that evening, we will be having PMF 101, Machines 101, and possibly another breakout session on that Wednesday. So if you want to really understand all of our machines, what's coming, what we have now, because every year they change, we get updated, we get new stuff, that'll be a Machines 101. PMF 101 is anybody who's new to MagnaWave, who's new to electromagnetic energy, who wants to really keep up and at least have the ground floor understanding before the next few days worth of classes. We'll have vendor presentations where all the vendors will talk about their products and what they're doing and what you can try there with them and what discounts they have. We'll have cocktails, food, and an awesome concert. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, we are going to pack it all in from 9 to 3:15. Then we'll have a very short break, like 30 to 45 minutes. And then we are getting on buses and going to Churchill Downs. So that's where we'll have dinner is included in your ticket price there at Churchill Downs. There's a cash bar at Churchill Downs. It's a beautiful facility and we will have a fantastic time. Take some pictures there. And we will also have the MagnaWave Classic Race, which is which we will watch. And then we will have a few people who will be pulled to actually go to the winner's circle for that MagnaWave Classic Race. Maureen says she's driving on Tuesday. Smart girl. Hello, Mary Beth. Let's see. Okay, so if you have any questions about MagnaCon at all, please feel free to ask them now. And then if you're coming to Land Rover, let me know. I think I should give something away today. Let's look around my office. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Oh, I got to show you guys something. Look at these. I don't know where my pink one is, but look at this. How cute is this? It's kind of crooked. Okay, so these are the hats that we're gonna be handing out all over for Derby this year. Now my hair is really messed. Tony's laughing at me, I'm sure, because my hair is always an issue. Okay, so we're handing these out at Churchill Downs over the next 2 weeks for people. We're gonna have tons of these at MagnaCon. I love these hats. We have them in pink for breast cancer awareness. We have them in gray and we have them in black. So that's super exciting. Hi, Matthew. Anita says, yes, please give away today. Hold on, I'm reading a question here. Yes. I have not, Robin. I'm reading your question. I have not. But I will say that if for nerve damage, I recommend, especially in anyone with any animal or person or mammal with nerve damage, it's important to use I like the LZR for that. Oh, so Robin, I'm gonna write that down and do a little research, okay? And then I'll get back to you. And then, yes, okay, giveaway. So the winner circle. Let's talk about the winner circle because Michelle just asked about the winner circle. I'm writing Robin's name down so I can email her later. Okay, so we will pick. I think it's like 3 or 4 people get to go down, and usually we draw it at Churchill. But we're probably going to pick someone who purchases their ticket before May. We're going to give away. I mean, before. I know at some point. Oh, let's do it before my birthday. Before my birthday, which is May 10th. Hey. So if we do, I could draw somebody to go into the winner circle sometime around there. We might have more details to come in the certified group. So if you buy a ticket, you're going to be entered to win these random drawings coming up until MagnaCon starts. Plus, you get to go ahead and get in the Whova app. If you haven't been in there, it's a great way for you to find people to maybe carpool with, or we already have a photo contest going on in the Whova app. So if you are coming to MagnaCon and you would like, or you have a MagnaCon ticket, you get in that Whova app. You can upload your favorite treatment photos. Those photos are getting voted on, and there will be a prize for the person who wins that competition. And that's not decided by us. It's decided by you all who gets to vote for the best photo. Let's see. Oh, hello, Tammy in Chile, Vermont. Anita says, Whova app is awesome. It really is, you guys. It is amazing. Matthew is looking forward to his first MagnaCon. Me too. Matthew, you guys are going to love it. And this is a great first MagnaCon to come to because I really should do like a recap of what the MagnaCon started as. It started as an open house. I think I called it the spring networking event because we didn't have a name yet. And it was like, open house. Maybe we had 40 people that came, and we did go to Churchill Downs, but it was like we had like 3 hours where like people like walked around me and my dad's small little office in the basement and talked to a few of us. I think Aaron was there at that time, and we just did some like basic presentations, and then we went to MagnaCon, and then we went to Churchill, and everyone afterwards I sent out a survey and everybody was like, we want more, and that's when MagnaCon was born. And I think that was 5 or 6 years ago. Okay, so we have one question. It says, I had my first agility vending session this past weekend. I'm wondering what type of chair people use to treat people that won't interact with the mat or loops. So you can use any chairs that are just wooden or that are fabric covered. You just don't want to use anything with metal, like anything aluminum. I just try to stay away from aluminum. And I don't use the gravity chairs either. So there's some folding chairs that you can use that are wooden, and then there also is there's like blue Papasana circle one that we use for some stuff. I don't know if Cameron is watching, but Cameron, maybe you could if somebody can tell Cameron Rush to put a link into those chairs that he purchased for LRK this weekend. That might be a great option for the agility vending session. Okay, so super excited for you, Missy. Can't wait for Churchill. Churchill's awesome. Yeah, so I'll have Cameron Rush put that link in there for you for those chairs. Terry says she's coming to MagnaCon virtually. I have a mare due to full at the same time. Have fun, everyone. Yeah, well, at least you get to watch and you get to be entered to win some stuff. It's been exciting seeing MagnaCon build every year. Tracy Walker Bush. Hi, Tracy. Yes, Tracy's been involved forever. She's amazing. I'm wondering if it would be okay to do a dog for a session in a car, like lying these chairs without problem. Yeah, you can treat in a car. I treat in a car all the time. Yeah, totally. I've treated dogs in the back seat of cars, front seat of cars. If you have a machine, you can also get, one of those lighter plug type of things, like a converter. You need to make sure you have the right one for your machine. But yeah, you're totally fine. You can run off the battery of the car, but I recommend just getting a Jackery. Becky, I don't know about using a gravity chair as long as it's covered with a blanket or sheet of some sort. I am not going to condone that. Mm-mm. I mean, if that's something that you guys want to do, that's completely 100% on you. But as a representative of MagnaWave, I am not going to. I'm not going to condone using anything that's just covered, because if that slips, you don't. Okay. Any other questions? Feel free to ask. I have these hats. I'm going to give away a hat today. I think I should give away something else. What do you guys want? What do you want me to give away? Tell me what you want. If you're not in the Whova app already and you're coming, look at this hair. What is happening today? Okay. Everything looks a little crooked. Okay. Anyways, I'm giving away this hat. Why is this so crooked? There we go. You guys, I'll give one of these away. Yeah, Becky, just be careful. That's right. She said she would stick with my advice. That's a good idea. Just you don't want to make, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to make a really loud noise. And if somebody's got like an animal on their lap and they're treating in a chair like that, and it makes a loud noise and the animal jumps up, that can be scary. Oh, Anita said HydraWave. Good one, Anita. We'll give away some HydraWave. I love HydraWave. Where is my HydraWave? I have it here. I use it in my office. I drink it all the time. I spray it on wounds. I have been using it. My cat got in some sort of fight. She's an outdoor cat with a some sort of animal in my backyard. I don't know what it is. It's big though. I think it's like a possum, and there was some sort of ruckus, and so she's got a little cut on her. I've taken her to the vet. She's fine, but I have to keep it clean. And I will tell you what, that HydraWave, like everything else I tried was not working. The HydraWave is unbelievable. It's amazing, because if you try to keep a bandage on a cat, like that's a lesson that it's not going to happen. That is teaching you. It's like trying to hold water. Like you're not in your hands. Like my cat will just pull it off. So anyways, the HydraWave is fantastic. You just spray it on there. I love it for wounds. Okay. So we'll give away some HydraWave. Let me write this down so I don't forget. So today I'm going to pick a number, ask questions, about anything. I know we're redoing the Practitioner Portal. If you haven't seen that, we're redoing our website right now. It's going to be a complete and utter overhaul over the next few months. We are working on the app. We are working on the portal, and we are really, really changing a lot of our marketing strategy in terms of like materials for you all, materials for us. So it's really, really cool what we have going on right now. So over the next few weeks, you're really going to see a lot of changes. I do have a really exciting product that I hope, fingers crossed, to share with you all at MagnaCon. So I'm super excited about that. So we're doing HydraWave and a hat so far. Okay, wrote that down. Leslie asked, does the problem with gravity chairs happen with both digital and analog machines? Yes, ma'am, it does. So, I mean, it's just you're using a pulse of electromagnetic field that's going into, that is, coming out of the machine. And if there is loose screws, it can cause a popping noise because there is electricity and it's looking for the fastest way out. So you just want to make sure fastest way to the ground, just like anything would. It's not going to hurt you. We've never had that happen. That's why we recommend just not using it, using these machines, especially when you're treating animals. You just want to get away from metal. Now, I really originally thought that with bucking bulls, I was like, man, that chute that they keep them in, I was really worried about that. But quite frankly, it's fine. I just got back from Oklahoma. I went out there. I shot the most amazing bucking bull commercial, you all. It is unbelievable. So the content that is coming for the rodeo community that I've been shooting the last few weeks is incredible. I wish I had it. It's almost done. So I'll show it to you guys. Maybe next Tuesday I can show it to you guys. It's almost done. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing video. And it's going to be great for you all to share. It's going to be great for your video books. It's just awesome. If you're wanting to get into a new area of business in your community. Okay, please explain why you cannot use the LZR on immunosuppressant medicine. Well, you don't want to use anything that's going to help the immune system when someone's taking immunosuppressant medicine. So anything that may make the immune system stronger and we're trying to suppress it is the only reason that is not recommended with any type of wellness modality that may benefit the immune system. Let's see. What is HydroWave? Tammy says. Tammy, it is like a silver and water bonded molecule water that we spray on wounds. It's a wound spray. It is unbelievable. I also put it in my dog's. Well, when my sadly my dog passed away a few months ago, but I used to put it in my dog's water, and I put it in my cat's water. It helps keep the water clean, and it's good for them to drink. And one of the really cool things, just total side note, if you get fresh flowers a lot and you want to keep your flowers fresh, you can put like a cap full of the HydroWave in the flower water whenever you like put them in your vase, and it will actually keep your flowers fresher longer because the mold won't build up. So that's good to know. Can we purchase splitters in the video books at MagnaCon? Absolutely. We will have a ton of stuff at MagnaCon available for purchase. And then we will also have some stuff for you to, you'll be able to order and have it shipped back for free. So anything that we do not have in stock that you want, will have free shipping if you're at MagnaCon. And then anything that, like machines and stuff, and you'll be able, there is inside of the Galt House Hotel, there actually is a shipping store. So if you prefer, which I recommend, if we have it and you can get it out of there, anything you buy there, I would go to that shipping store and just ship it back to yourself if you don't want to take it on a plane. We are getting, and I'm going to say this, man, I don't want to blow it. Oh, I don't think I should tell you yet, but I really want to. We are getting in a product. You are getting something from us as a gift that you cannot fly home on an airplane. So when you get there and you see this cool surprise that you're getting, you can't carry it on. You can check it. You can't carry it on. It's not alcohol. So you are going to see this really cool gift that we are giving away to people who are coming to MagnaCon. And I'm really excited about it. But yeah, you're going to have to use that store. If you only are bringing carry-ons and you're going on an airplane, then you're going to have to use that shipping store no matter what if you want to keep this cool gift. Leilani, yes, there is still time to do a video book prior to MagnaCon. So just email marketing@magnawavepmf.com. Or I think you could purchase them in the back end of the portal, and we could get one. Once you purchase it, it's going to send you an email with what you want your video book to look like the sticker that goes on the front and the inside. And so what we'll do is Chris will get that handled for you and get that all put on, customize it for you, and we can either ship it to you or we can hold it here if you want, and you can pick it up when you get here. Tanya says, been working on a 28-year-old horse for her stiffness, which is amazing, from short step walking to loping in 2 sessions. Another cool thing is she had some edema develop and cover almost her whole belly, and another 2 sessions gone. I love it. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. See, what you're doing there is you're just allowing that horse's body to function at its best. It wants to feel better. It wants to work. So once you start, really allowing those cells to function and pull out some of that inflammation, it's amazing what you could do for animals when their immune system is really, back in shape. How long would a session be for a bucking livestock? Rob, I believe that they do about 30 minutes. They use the XL wave wings over the back of the animal. They also do sometimes at the pole. The animals lick and they chew and they relax. And the big thing that I learned about bucking bulls is they want to put them in the chute. And that can be kind of traumatic. Whoa. Sorry, I don't know why my phone is freaking out. Something is happening. Okay. Okay, there we go. Of course it is. Okay. So, sorry about that. Technical difficulty. So with the bucking bulls, what's really interesting is that what the owners and the trainers are finding is that it's easier to get them in the chute because they love the MagnaWave so much. So, that chute training that first year or two is so important. And that's really something that they've, embraced. So it's about 30 minutes. Okay. I was debating between coming to MagnaCon or get a virtual ticket. I think I made up my mind to come to Louisville. Come on, come to Louisville. You are not going to regret it. I have never, ever, and I have never, ever, 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 since we started with the first spring networking event to what is now MagnaCon, had one person tell me that they regret coming. Never. We have sent out surveys. We've asked questions. We've had people say they didn't like this or they preferred this or yada, yada, yada. And we always take your feedback. And then we've had a couple people who were just grouchy, but they never, ever, ever have said they wish they didn't come. So I don't think that you are going to leave here with anything other than a really pleasant experience. And I think you're going to learn a lot. And besides, even if you don't, there isn't a lot of that you learn from us. I guarantee you're going to learn a lot from the people that you meet here and learn a lot from and get friends that you are going to be friends with forever. If you are really looking to grow a business with MagnaWave, if that is what you want to do, if you want to quit your job, if you want to get bigger, whatever, this is the ultimate thing for you to do. You cannot invest in your business or yourself any more than coming to MagnaCon, because what it's going to do is it's going to re-energize you. It's going to show you new ways. It's going to introduce you to people who will support you. It is just a really good to build that community when you feel like you're out there, especially when you're building a business on your own. I know how that feels. Thank you. Maureen said, MagnaCon is the only place I go. It's amazing start to finish. Thank you, Maureen. Let's see. See if I missed any. Can we do? Oh, Laura, she said the rodeo info will be really helpful, you guys. You guys, the rodeo, it's so cool. I have never experienced anything like that. I'm either, in the horse world or small animal world, and I had never really experienced anything like the rodeo. I learned so much about bucking bulls and the way, what they're judged on. And it was an excellent experience. Oklahoma was beautiful. So I had a really great time. I actually took one of our product specialists, Jamie Rocco. She happens to be one of my close friends as well. So we actually went out there and had the best time. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, you send me a friend request, Elaine Pauly. You get to see all those cool pictures and all the other random stuff I post. Working to make this a full-time business soon, purchasing my tickets soon. Great. If you also haven't taken, I do right now have a business starter course. So last year, I did what was called a business builder class, and it was kind of a mix of people who were just starting their business and people who had been in business for a while. So what I'm doing this year is it's a business starter course. It's 4 weeks long. It starts about mid-month every month. So it's every 4 weeks. There's another class. You sign up. You get to watch all the videos online. You submit your homework. We go through it. We give you feedback. You also then get a live session with me at the end of or you get to submit questions. And then I do something very similar to this where I answer all of your questions. It's much cheaper than the business builder course. It's a business starter course, but we go through everything like, what should you name your business? How do you grow a little bit more than when do you make the decision to go full time? How do you set goals? How do you pick a logo? All of those things that may seem completely overwhelming in the beginning. We go through all of that with you, plus just the basics of how to use our system, like our apps and how to get on the portal and all of the stuff that you're going to need to know if you really want to take advantage of everything MagnaWave. So that class again runs every 4 weeks. Starting at MagnaCon, I'm going to do a business builder course. That business builder course will be live one-on-one sessions for about 6 weeks with me. It's going to be totally different content. Well, some of it will be crossover, but most of it's different content. I'm going to talk to people who are looking to grow their business to a physical location. Maybe they've been in business a year. They want to hire someone. You are really, really busy, but you've kind of hit the threshold of how much money that you can make, and you want to really figure out a best plan for you to grow over the next few years. That is what that business builder course is going to be. Small group sizes and a real round table of people who are all in the same situation working with me. And then I'm going to bring in some other business experts for that class. Again, that will start it'll start in the fall. Signups will begin right after MagnaCon. So you can, get involved, but you need to at least be in a business for a year or two. If you are just starting or you're struggling or you want to get some new ways to market and you've only been in business a little while and you're part-time, do the business starter course. You can start it now. And I recommend doing it. Okay. The business starter course is great, even though I'm behind on my homework. Yeah, me too. I'm always behind. Don't worry about it. I'm actually doing a leadership course with several of the leaders here, and I'm behind on my homework too. So don't feel bad. It's just about doing it. As long as you complete it, you're good. Let's see. I've met the most incredible people at MagnaCon now that I call my MagnaWave family and friends for life, and can't wait to see them this year. It's worth attending in person for sure. It absolutely is. Thank you so much for sharing that. Business class is amazing, and the goal setting she takes you through, highly recommend it. I would say the number one problem with most small business owners is they do not set goals. They do not know how to track their goals. They do not know where they want to be. If you don't have a clear path in your business, then you are not going to ever get where you want to be. So that's one of the things that I talk about in the starter class. And then I'm going to go way more in depth for the business builder class, because what I realize is a lot of people are just starting your business. Your goal is to break even. Your goal is to, quit your full-time job. So we set those smaller, setting goals in the business starter class and how you can track those. And the business builder class, we're going to go deeper and look at like where you really want to be, not just with this business, but with your life. I'm also thinking about making it a full-time job. Very nervous about jumping in. Tammy, take the business starter class. If you haven't already, please take it. Like, it is so important for you to set these goals, because when you are confident and you have a path in place, it's not going to be so scary to quit your job. Okay. So if you want to do this, I recommend taking the business starter class, or just come to MagnaCon. Went to MagnaCon last year for the first time. I couldn't wait to go again. I learned so much. Thank you, Kim. How much is the business builder class? The business starter class is $250. And then pricing for the builder class will be posted at MagnaCon. How much is the business starter, and where do you sign up? The business starter, you sign up in the practitioner portal on our website, MagnaWavePMF.com. You'll see practitioner login at the top. Click there, log in. And if you don't know your password, just hit reset password, put your email address that you use for your correspondence with MagnaWave in there, and we'll get you a reset password emailed to you so that you can get in. That's where you would purchase that course, or you could call your product specialist, whoever you worked with to purchase your machine, and they can send you a quote and you can purchase it that way. And it's $250. So, and then it's 4 weeks and we go over all of these things. You get a workbook. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. Suzanne said, I'm looking forward to refresh my PMF education. I last attended in 2017. Yeah, girl, you are going to be blown away. I can't wait to see what you think. Okay. Is there a one pager that describes the difference between MagnaWave, laser, tins, a sissy loop? I received that questions a lot in the past weekend. I don't know if there's a one pager. We do have one that talks about the sissy loop is low power. So we don't really name names when we talk about low power machines. But we do have a one pager that is available in the forums area of the MagnaWave certified practitioner group as well. I believe it's in the practitioner portal, and it's MagnaWave versus low power electromagnetic energy. So like any low power device on the market, and the main differences between the two. With the sissy loop in particular, they cannot feel it. And it only has, I believe, 100 to 150 sessions. It's disposable. You have to throw it away at that point. It is inexpensive and it is PMF. It does work. If you have an animal that will lay there for hours and hours and hours, a long period of time, I believe, that's the one that they do that. You have to just leave it on them for a while. And if they move around, it falls off. It's a literally battery operated low power PMF device. So that's the main difference. Ours is, what it would take 2 weeks to do, maybe even a month with that, you could do in 30 minutes with the MagnaWave. Laser is light therapy, and it damages the cells. I mean, we're actually, going in and causing some form of damage, superficial damage, to actually get that blood flow and get that, stimulate that healing response in the area. And there's different types of lasers. A lot of times you have to wear glasses. There's a lot of training with the laser, and it's a smaller treatment area. So you're treating smaller treatment areas where we can do a lot of the very same things, but you're doing a larger area of an animal with the MagnaWave. Without that superficial damage. Now, I will say this with the lasers, I find them very complementary with the MagnaWave. If somebody has a laser already and they add MagnaWave into like their wellness routine, they're going to see scar tissue. They're going to see excellent ways for the machine, for the body to heal in the certain area, but they're also going to see all over wellness and improvement in the animal with the MagnaWave. Let's see. And a TINS unit. TINS is electrical stimulation. So you usually have to put some sort of like lube or oil on the body, and then you have to connect some sort of electrical like circle pads that go on there, and though that goes on there, and it it's more of a it's just a electrical stimulation, a very quick electrical stimulation. Some people see quick results with it. Some people don't. It doesn't penetrate all the way into the bone marrow. It's not really a cellular level response. It's more of a, muscle, soft tissue, fascia area response. But again, I've seen people who've paired TINS and MagnaWave and had great results. So I would really, though they're so different, but we do have some of those explainers and some of those informational sheets in the practitioner portal. I would recommend printing 2 or 3 or 4 of them out. And then when they have that question, ask them, answer them. And then also go in and do some research online on YouTube and Google, like just what you just put in there, you all. Just Google PMF versus eStim, or PMF versus, MagnaWave versus a sissy loop, or any of those like small, low power versus high power PMF. You're going to read a lot of great information there, and maybe be able to, I encourage you to write out your own explanation for each one, so it feels real and it comes off easily off your tongue when you're explaining the differences. What is the spelling of the app for connecting and pictures? I can't seem to spell. Okay, so it's WHOVA. If you already have your MagnaCon ticket, I would just search in your email, WHOVA, Whova, and you should have a login information on how to log in. If you don't have a ticket to MagnaCon, if you download that app, you can't get into the event. So you have to have a ticket with us to be able to get in. Becky says, as usual, schedules around here changing. I may be able to make it to MagnaCon. If my daughter goes into labor, we now have a backup plan besides this grandma until I get home from MagnaCon. Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations. So you'll have somebody else to hopefully help. But maybe she can hold out until after MagnaCon. That would be the best, right? Becky, we'd love to see you there. Can you explain how the Wave Oasis mat can be beneficial and how it might differ from the full body mat? A full body mat is just PMF, and it's long, just a long MagnaWave mat. The Wave Oasis mat has vibration. One of the things, I don't know if you've ever heard of binaural beats, or just the blah, 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 the wave, frequencies of your brain. There's lots of great information on that with BrainTap. If you haven't looked at BrainTap, I encourage you to look at it. There's tons of great information there. They will actually be at MagnaCon. And the beautiful thing about the Wave Oasis is just the vibration period. I find that animals and people like the vibration, especially when it goes to the right rhythms. So that's the best I can really explain off the top of my head, other than if you feel it, you will know. So that's the best way to know, is the way that it feels. It's incredible. I have a Soul Pro. When do I need to have maintenance done on it? Thank you. Kimberly, I recommend that you send your machine in every single year. So when you go on vacation, when you take 4 or 5 days off, or schedule it in advance, like a month in advance, that you're going to do this. So then contact our support and say, hey, I'd like to send my machine in these days through these days, and I'd like to set up to get a loaner machine, which we do have, which we try to have in stock. We've gotten several of unfortunately, we had dozens of machines out where people weren't sending them back. So we had to suspend the loaner program for a little while, because people would get their machine back and then keep our machine, the loaner, for weeks, if not months. So we have tried to combat that. But the way that it works right now is that you can get the loaner machine, schedule that all out, and then we can actually service your machine, and you don't have any downtime there. But I would recommend sending it in once a year. It's like, you all, this is just like your car, okay? People get upset because they have to get their machine fixed. And I'm going to tell you this is a piece of electrical equipment that you use as for your business. It's like if you were a truck driver. If you drive your truck and you do short routes and you're not driving it that much, or you're taking a lot of time off, you might not need service as much. But if you're driving your truck as your main business all the time, you need to put it in to get service before it needs new tires, before it needs an oil change. Okay. So that's some of the things that I just recommend. Send it in once a year, especially the first 3 years. It's all covered. It just costs you shipping. Get it in here. Let's tune it up. Plus anything that we may be changing or improving on the back end in terms of components or anything inside, we'll go ahead and, fix some of those interior things for you, so that if we are found a better, I don't know, a better piece of equipment that, may, or a better component in there, we'll upgrade it for you, make sure that your machine is lasting and running longer. So once a year, I recommend doing it, or somewhere between like 500 to 1500 hours. It definitely needs to come back, because what's going to happen is you're going to be at a show, or you're going to be, at a horse show or something. It's going to break, and then it's going to be Saturday, and you're going to be calling us, and there's really not a lot that we can do at that time. So we've tried, and we have done stuff on the weekends, but we're not always able to do that. Okay, I got a comment that says, come to MagnaCon, especially since it won't be happening next year. I understand why, but still sad. Tracy. Yes, that is a great point, Tracy. This is like, we're taking a year off after this. So this is, if you are on the fence, like, I'll just go next year. No, you won't. There won't be a next year for MagnaCon. We are taking a year off in between to really make it an even better event in the next year. And I'm going to do some regional traveling with my dad all around. Like, we're going to try to get up to Canada. We're going to go all around the United States and do smaller, like more, just smaller little like 1 or 2 day events at different places all around the United States. So that will be happening next year. This year, though, I actually am heading over to, I'm leaving for Germany like 5 days after 5 days after MagnaCon. I'm flying over to the Netherlands. I'm going to Germany. I'm going to Sweden, Italy. Anyways, going to take a whole trip, going to be there almost 6 weeks. And I'm meeting with some veterinarians over there. I'm meeting with some repair facilities over there. I'm meeting with some engineers. So there's some exciting stuff going on that I'm going to be working on in Europe for the next 6 weeks. When I get back, my main focus for 2023 is going to be really building up that relationship in Canada and other parts of the Americas. So there is some cool stuff coming your all's way and our way. And if you're going to be in Europe this summer, or you live there, or you whatever, let me know. Send me an email. I'd be happy to meet up with you while I'm there. I'm meeting up with several people. It's going to be great. Let's see. So this is about bone growth. Leslie's asking a question about bone growth. Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's been lots of studies with PMF and bone healing. And I absolutely would think that could be beneficial. It just really depends on the area and how quickly you would want to have that happen. I would speak with the doctor and make sure that there isn't any contraindications to it healing too fast. Stacy says, I have a Soul Pro on order, but I haven't received it yet. I'm sorry, Stacy. We are working as hard as we can. Can I tell what hertz I'm working at on the Soul? Stacy, we do have a chart that explains the Gauss level, but you will not be able to read the hertz. So one of the things that our machines is it actually has the magnetic field and the frequency are matched. So like if it is a very strong Gauss reading, the pulse is going to be slower. And if it's a very a lower Gauss, the pulse is going to be quicker. This is done so that the animal can feel exactly, an animal or any mammal could feel the actual treatment and understand how much Gauss they're getting. But we don't give a hertz reading on the machine. We do have some charts that I can send if you would like, but it's not. We haven't found it to be extremely necessary to get that down to the mathematical formula, because what ends up happening is people get obsessed with what Gauss they're doing, especially with animals, because they want to the animal can't talk. And what we found is that what's beneficial is where the animal is comfortable. And you can actually see that every body, especially every animal, has different reacts to electromagnetic fields differently. So it's really important. Like if I say, oh, you got to be at this Gauss and this hertz to get this tissue growth. Well, I'm diagnosing. I'm telling you that this is going to do something to the tissue, which I don't want to do. I'm not a doctor. B, but what I can tell you is that setting might be uncomfortable for that animal. And if you think that that's the only setting that is going to be good for that, particular instance, then that's not going to be beneficial for that animal. That could backfire for you. So what we try to do is we really bring it about the actual being that's being treated and what's comfortable for them. And we found that almost 100% of the time, that's the best way to go about getting optimal results. Oh, so you, Stacey, you have a soul right now to use in the meantime. Good. I recently heard a claim that AccuScope therapy is natural, but PMF is not. I don't know who claimed that, but okay. So electromagnetic energy is how your cells talk to each other. Okay. So pulses of electromagnetic energy are not necessarily something that is occurring in nature. So I guess maybe that's it. This is a scientific, technology development that has been shown to help in the cell at the cellular level for animals, but I don't know what they mean by that claim. I mean, these are both naturally occurring magnetic fields and electromagnetic energy, and electromagnetic or just electricity, period. And magnetic fields are all naturally occurring in our world right now. If the magnetic field of the world stopped right now, we'd all drop dead. That's it. There would be no more existence. So that's how important the magnetic fields are around us to us naturally. I mean, grounding is about being, in line with the magnetic field of the earth. So I don't know who said that, but that's crazy. Let's see. Do you have Pulse Pro loaner, Sherry? I don't know. I am not in the loaner room right now, but it's possible. It is possible. I can have somebody reach out to you if you're looking for a Pulse Pro loaner, or you just email support@mwpmf.com and I'll have Lee. I don't want to tell you that we do and we don't. So I don't want to be, that would be not nice. So I'm going to write that down. Kimberly, how do you know how many hours is on your machine? Kimberly, what machine do you have? And I'll tell you. Christina, yes, I'd love it if you come to Canada. Christina, I'm coming to Canada, girl. I'm going to see you there. I am heading that way. Probably fall of next year, possibly fall of this year for a quick trip. And then I'm going to plan some stuff out for next year for longer periods, trips throughout the whole country. Okay, yay, coming to Canada. You are welcome here at Dream Feather Horsemanship Center. Awesome. That's great. I'd love to come see it. If you want to put something on there, feel free to email me. We could plan something for next year. That'd be great. We could invite people and do something there. That's what we're looking to do, is visit several different places around, North America. Ooh, Matthew, will there be a new machine revealing in MagnaCon? Why would I tell you that, Matthew? Why would I give away a surprise if there was a surprise? Why would I do that? There will be new things at MagnaCon, but I'm not going to say what they are. I'm really excited about them. And what's really great about MagnaCon is that you really get the first peek at things. We're hoping to have some of these things for pre-order. I will say that they're not anything that's something different than we carry right now. So it's not going to be anything that if you just bought a machine, you're going to be like, no, my machine's out of date. That's not happening. It's not like that. So don't worry about that. That's all I can say without giving any more away. But I want to tell you. I do really want to tell you, but I can't because everyone will get mad at me. Mooring, is the Semi-10 FEI compliant? Yes, ma'am, it is. It is. And let's talk about FEI compliant. Okay, we don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to talk about it really quickly. FEI compliant is not even really a thing. Okay, FEI wrote into their rules about the strength of machines and what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable. I think at the time they were trying to rule off all high power machines, but the way they worded it just made it, they didn't do that. They worded it in a way which allowed high power machines up to a certain Gauss level. Well, they have no way to measure the Gauss levels on the show grounds. So I know that there has been some people or companies, I don't know, I'm not going to name any names, who buy magnetometers from like a Lowe's or something like that. And they have been known to, I've had veterinarians at FEI shows contact me because they're actually using those magnetometers to show that maybe the machine has 50, has a level reading of 50. A magnetometer cannot read the Gauss level of our machines. It only looks for a steady magnetic field. It does not register the pulses. So if you're doing that, you're not getting any real reading towards what the machine is actually putting out in that pulse of that electromagnetic field. So there's very hard to do that, especially with all of the other magnetic fields around. The only place to get a really, really true Gauss reading would be to go to like the NASA facility in Florida. They have a room that has like no magnetic fields in it, that can't, not be penetrated. You could maybe possibly get a really good reading there. That's about the only place that you could truly get a reading. That would be, a true reading on the machine. So setting that Gauss level with there not being any type of regulatory body that actually measures Gauss level for our machines was something that the FEI really didn't know how to contend with. So what we found is the rules are pretty much the same as they were before. If they can either, at every show is different. Okay. Every FEI show is different because that vet who's heading up that show decides if magnetic field equipment or lasers or whatever is going to be allowed at that show. And if they say it's not, it has nothing to do with us. But what we have found is what the rules do say, the Gauss levels that are in the rules, the Semi-10, the Spiro, are all under that reading. So, and even I believe the Sol is if you just use the large loop and butterfly loop. So those machines can be used at FEI events. Those do technically fall into those that we have used what Gauss readers we do have here. And we've measured them and we have that chart. And so we have been able to send those to the FEI, and the FEI says, this is great, but what did they say? They said, we don't really say anything is compliant. They have never given any company a seal of like, your machines are compliant, your machines are allowed at all of our shows. They've never said that. Now, we have worked with FEI judges who have said, okay, yes, I see you've presented me with evidence that your machines fall within the description of our handbook. So yes, these machines only, for this show that may let certain machines on and certain machines not on, or they may rule off all magnetic field equipment as it is. So really, if you are a MagnaWave practitioner and you're going to a show and you're worried about maybe the vet or, getting a machine in, you have a larger machine, you could contact us. We have some programs where we could send you some of those smaller machines just for that show so that you're not in any way breaking any rules or having any problems. You're falling within the scope of what they ask you to do. But in terms of FEI compliant, there isn't really a seal, or they will not make a decision on which machines are compliant, which machines are or aren't. We have shown, though, that those three machines do fall within that level. Woo, I think that was enough. Whew. Vivian, enjoying the business builder class, business starter class, do you kind of wish it was Zoomed? Vivian, I wish that for $250 I could ticket. It takes a lot of time for me to be able to do those every week. And what was happening is I was doing classes every 6 weeks, and it was exhausting, and I wasn't able to give 100% of myself, plus run this business and run my wellness club. So what I found is that this is the best way for me to give you as much information as I possibly can. I do update those videos from time to time, and I will continue to do that with the latest and greatest information. But this is a really easy way for you to get the information. And then the last class, we will, you could submit your questions, and I will try to go live in Zoom that last class. Tammy, is MagnaWave FDA approved? No, ma'am. MagnaWave is not FDA approved. The FDA does not approve a company. The FDA only clears equipment. They don't necessarily approve equipment and medical equipment, but there is no high power PMF company that is FDA approved. Anyone who says that is 110% lying. That's just it's not true. There is no FDA approval. There is safety testing that all of the machines go through. There is FDA clearance and there's FDA registration, which we are doing, and we have that, but we do not have that. We are not FDA approved. We are not treating any indication or FDA cleared for treating any indication. And that is just the way it is. You do not want to believe people who say that to you, because that's not the case. Okay, MagnaCon last year, it was mentioned that LZR would help with the loss of pigmentation. I have a horse who's having pigmentation around its eyes. Do you think the LZR will work in this situation? Absolutely, Rob. I think the LZR would be great for for around its eyes. Now it is a really strong red light, so you want to make sure that you aren't, I mean, you don't have to wear glasses, but I don't know how your horse is going to react with that strong of a red light. But I would recommend giving it a shot, especially if you have some maybe some blinders or something that you could put on to protect the eye, but still get to that pigmentation area. Leslie says, I'm hoping they come out with a new digital machine soon. Ooh, Leslie, me too. Good looking cap, Elaine. That's right. I'm giving one of these away to somebody in this group today, as well as a bottle of HydroWave. I was told that Benifab is FDA approved. I don't know what Benifab is. I'm looking. Oh, okay. Benifab is a low power PEMF device. It's just static magnets. And I'm looking at their website, and it does not look like they have nothing to do with the FDA on their website. So I would say that I don't know about Benifab. I'm not going to make any claims, either way, but I would say that there's no reason to believe that they are FDA approved, but they're static magnets. So like the FDA doesn't really, from what I understand, especially with animal equipment, they don't police static magnets or, low power PMF machines for humans. There are low power PMF machines for humans that are FDA approved, but nothing that's in the realm of what we're doing. And the ones that are very, very strong are like over $150,000 to purchase, and they're for hospitals. So there really isn't anything that's at our realm that is FDA approved. There are some companies that say that, but they're not. Let's see. Yeah, Benifab is definitely it looks like static magnet or low power PMF. And from what I can tell, they don't have anything about FDA approval on their website, but it should be something you should easily be able to look up. They might be FDA registered, which is good too. Yeah, they said you saw a demonstration this weekend, and it works like magnet. I promise you, it does not. Work exactly like our machines. It's magnetic fields. I mean, it's static magnets, and they put a blanket on. So I'm sure that it has some benefits. I believe in magnetic fields, obviously, but what Benifab does is not nearly the same as what MagnaWave does. And all you would have to do is, treat one horse with a MagnaWave machine and see the release and everything that these horses, how they feel afterwards. And you don't have to wear the blankets forever. So I think that they're two totally different products. And since we have been around for so long, you all, I mean, we really were the first equine PMF company in the world. There are tons of people who will compare their products to us because there isn't really anything else to compare to. Oh, it's my mom. Anyways, there isn't really anyone they compare to us because we have kind of set that bar up high, but I promise you it's not the same thing. Missy, I would like to know more about HydroWave. Can it be used in a nebulizer for breathing treatments? Yes. Is it drinkable? Yes. What's in it? What are the benefits? Missy, how about this? How about I just email you over, because what I'd like to do is just send you some information on it, if that's okay. And if you are, Missy, if you're a certified practitioner, there's some information as well in the Practitioner Portal. But what I'm going to do is I will send over some information to you today by email, if that's okay, so that you can really get all the information you need. Then if you have questions, you can reply back, okay? Tammy says, I knew that not all she was saying was correct. Lots of companies make lots of claims when it comes to the FDA, etc. Yes, lots of companies make lots of claims when it comes to the FDA. And that is a terrible thing to do, because the FDA is a serious organization, and what they do is important. And so I really think it's important to know what you're talking about. And we don't cure, treat, do any type of disease whatsoever. Okay. We are basically a massage device that helps the body function at its best. It's an over-the-counter class 1 massage device, which is meant, right now we are talking about animals. And so if you are in the business of doing things correctly, then you would not make those claims and say those claims. I believe that what is happening when those claims are made with any medical device or with any device period that is not FDA approved, is they're just like preying on the negligence, of people not understanding what it means to be FDA cleared or FDA approved. So there are PEMF machines that are FDA cleared. Those PEMF machines are low power, and those PEMF, just because there are other PEMF machines cleared does not mean that PEMF is FDA approved. That's two different things. The FDA does not approve or clear a modality and say, oh, every PEMF machine that's ever made is now FDA approved. That's not how the FDA works. The FDA approves and clears actual machines based on studies by that machine. And that machine's where it's manufactured and what's happening there. And you go after one certain indication that you want to treat. And that's what the FDA does. They do not go and say, oh, look, anybody who has a PMF machine, FDA, it's approved. That's not the way it works. And I think that because people are ignorant to that and they don't know how that works, there are companies that say things like PMF is FDA approved, and that's not necessarily the case. PMF has been approved by the FDA or cleared by the FDA in certain machines, but not necessarily that machine, which is confusing to people who are buying equipment, thinking that they have a machine that is got all of these, that is FDA approved, meaning that it's used for certain indications, which it's not. So just be careful. And if you ever want to I'm going to talk a great deal about this at MagnaCon. I'm going to have a lot of information to share with everybody at MagnaCon to go over, all of this, so that we can all talk more about it as a group. Is the LZR red and infrared, or red plus another type of light? The LZR ultra bright is the red and infrared. And it also, there's it is not another type of light, but it's the actual wavelength that is so unique about the LZR. So if you haven't tried it, we do have a rental program. Oh, I'm going to get done. I'm 6 minutes over, and I'm going to pick a winner. Tony, I don't know if you're listening, but Tony, I'm going to pick 32. I'm going to pick number 32. So Tony, will you count the comments to number 32? And I want everybody to know that if you're on Facebook right now and you can only see the Facebook comments, there are people who are commenting on here from YouTube and Instagram, and we take all of those into play. So if you're counting and you're 32 on Facebook, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be 32 on our internal. So Tony will pick a winner and text it to me, and then that person is getting this and some HydroWave. And then here we go. Leslie, I would recommend going to Dr. Light. I think it's drlight.com or drlight.org. There's a lot of great information about the LZR there. But if you want to get an LZR, come back over to our website and purchase it from us, because we do have practitioner pricing. So you're going to get the best deal from us on our website or through your product specialist. But if you want some really great information, that Dr. Light is a fantastic place to go. There's also a bunch of education in our training, our education portal. That is fantastic. Anita says the LZR is amazing. Yes, it is. Let's see. Hey, Cameron, now that you're on really quickly, will you send will you post the link of the chairs that you just got that we're taking to Land Rover, those cool folding chairs? Will you post that so people can see it? Because people were asking about that today. Good afternoon, Fabrice, Ohio. Okay, we're almost done here. We're going to do our giveaway. Yeah, Bernadette, machines are we are catching up as fast as, you put it up. Who was it? I didn't see it. Where's my phone? Oh, I think, let me see. Did you Slack it to me or text it to me? Let's see, Tony. Oh, okay. I think this is it. Okay. So, I know who won. Whenever you're ready, Tony. Oh, look at my crooked hat. Okay, congratulations to Missy DeForest. I don't want to slaughter your name. Congratulations, Missy. You are our winner. You are going to get this hat. Well, not this one. You get a new one. A fresh one. And a bottle of HydroWave. So we'll send that out to you. And I'll also send you some more information on it as well. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Cameron just put that link in there. It is it's called the Bailey Foldable Butterfly Removable Outdoors. Congratulations, Missy. And if you all see this link, I don't know if it's clickable on your all's end, but it's from Amazon.com and it's the Bailey, B-L-E-E, foldable chair. So B-A-L-E-E. Check that out. That's what we recommend that you get if you're looking for a foldable portable chair to use anytime to go to shows. Congratulations, Missy. You're getting a hat and some HydroWave. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I didn't know if I had enough to talk about, but I do. One last thing. We are right now, if you're interested in getting an attachment or a machine or anything that you're looking to do with us, and maybe you want to get on a payment plan, we are offering financing through ClickLease right now on all of everything besides, not just machines. So if you are wanting to finance an LZR, if you're wanting to get another machine or upgrade or whatever, reach out to your product specialists or email sales@mwpmf.com, because we have an incredible program that will allow you to finance anything over $500 with us. So super quick, super easy. It's like 5 minutes or less. You could fill out the form and see what you can get approved for. So if you're on the fence and you want to get just an idea of what your payments would be to get, grow your business, or maybe get that LZR that you've wanted, check it out. That will also be available at MagnaCon. Okay, congratulations, Missy. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Tanya. I hope you guys had a great time. And don't forget, next Tuesday, I'm drawing for a free LZR for anybody who's purchased a ticket to MagnaCon, virtual or in person, by, let's say, end of day that Monday before, so I can calculate names. So get your tickets now if you want to come to MagnaCon, and I will see you soon. Thanks, guys.